Bonjour, Natalie here. Welcome to FrancoFoods. Today, I'm really excited to share with you something I've recently discovered. Financiers. Financiers, or financiers, are small almond cakes served as a snack with afternoon tea or coffee in France and elsewhere. Okay, to start, I'm melting the butter and I'm browning it. I'm gonna make the beurre noisette. I'd never done beurre noisette before. Honestly, I didn't even know what it was. Wow, what a revelation. It smells amazing. Once it's done, it is so beautiful. It's like a rich golden syrup, and it adds a great nutty flavor to the food. Actually, you can use it for sweet and savory things. Can you imagine how delicious it would be served with like chicken or fish? Oh. Anyways, I think I might be getting slightly obsessed with it. The butter is ready, so I'm going to set it aside and let it cool slightly while I combine the dry ingredients. Now in this recipe, the only nut I'm using is the almond meal. You can purchase it at stores, by the way. They're often called almond flour, but it's almond meal. What's important is that it's finely ground. You can use other ground up nuts too. The first time I made these financiers, I did half almond and half walnuts. It was really good. I did have to ground the walnuts, so for that you would need a food processor. Now in this case, I'm actually keeping it almonds, and for an extra zing of flavor, I'm adding the zest of a lemon. Okay, so you might be wondering, like I was, where do financiers come from? Well, from what I've found, there seems to be an agreement that sometime in the latter part of the 19th century, there was a pastry chef in Paris. His name was LASNE. I'm assuming that's how you say it, and that's probably his last name. Anyhow, he created these easy-to-eat on-the-go cakes for his rich clients. And these clients worked at La BOURSE, or the stock exchange. Some of the information I found on the Financiers mentioned another tea cake called Visitandine. Story goes that LASNE was actually making Visitandine, but that he changed the shape to look like bars of gold to appeal to his stockbroker clients. Okay, I have my mixture. I'm going to carefully incorporate the butter. First time I did these, the butter splashed around and made a bit of a mess. So learn from my mistake. You can purchase actual financier mold. I happen to have the ones I'm using on hand, and my bar-shaped molds are smaller than typical financier molds, so I have the round ones for the extra batter. Also, there's no need to buy any special molds. Most people have muffin tins, and that'll do well. So, you know me, use what you have, unless you want an excuse to buy a new gadget. Okay, for the round ones, I thought it'd be fun to add a blueberry in the center. I look forward to seeing how that turns out. My son just asked if I planned out my shirt to match with the molds. Nope, just the fortuitous accident. Okay, time to bake. Today's vocab is le beurre noisette, comestible, la crème fouettée, la chantilly. Quel est le plat du jour? I let these rest for about 5 minutes so I could handle the molds without hurting myself. Oh, these are coming out nicely. Yeah, buttering was a good idea. Last time I didn't, and some of them broke halfway, so pleased I did that. Okay, they're on the rack, and I'm going to let them cool completely before we eat. Okay, time to taste. Smells great. Just by looking at it, it is definitely better than the first batch I did. It was a little bit underbaked last time, and this one has a nice golden color, so I could see that it could be mistaken potentially for a gold bar with the right mold. Oh my god. The outside is nice and crunchy. The only thing I'm missing to go with this is a cup of coffee. Recently, I've been watching a show called My Greatest Dishes. It highlights some of the best chefs in the world. I'd say about 3/4 of those that are on the show have at least one Michelin star. They definitely have inspired me in many aspects, but one of them is my presentation game. These professional chefs can really make a beautiful presentation, so I'm going to try that myself today. There you have it, the French tea cakes that make you feel like you're eating a gold bar. the Financiers. I hope you give these a try and have fun adding flavors and mixing the different nuts. If you do, please share in the comments below. I'd love to hear what combinations you've come up with. As always, recipe and all the links, everything is in the description. Until next time, merci et à la prochaine!